Hi, Steve Hurst here, all the way from Fort Worth with an English accent. You know how many people that freaks out over here? Anyway, hope you guys are doing good over there in the UK. I am from Manchester. I haven't been back there for a while because I live over here now, and it's interesting. We'll get into that in a little bit. But I hope you guys are doing well, and I hope your little conference thing is good and all that stuff. As for myself, you know, I mean, this has pretty much been it for me. I've been doing stand-up for 18 years in America, but this year has been different, obviously. Kind of sucks, really, to be honest. My last gig was in Vegas, which was awesome. I mean, if you ever get a chance to go to Vegas, you must. Prostitution is legal. I made $20. But also, they have, this really did happen. There's a guy on the street that you can actually pay him $20 to kick him in the crotch. It's really true. I spent $140. But anyway, that was my last gig, and since then, you know, I've been at home doing stand-up in my living room with no audience and a camera. It's really weird. But so the whole summer I didn't get to do a lot. I've been watching a lot of TV, which I guess most people have. I watched the movie Taken 3 the other day on Netflix with Liam Neeson. You know, I like the first one and I like the second one, but when they get to like the third one, the movie Taken, like, you've got to start wondering if it's bad parenting. You know, I'm pretty sure that if there's a Taken 4, CPS is going to be involved with a lot of questions, you know. Also, what else? I was watching the Discovery Channel. Love the Discovery Channel. And they had this thing on the pyramids. They did a whole section on the pyramids, and they were asking, you know, who built the pyramids? Was it humans? Was it aliens or some type of alien technology? And this debate has gone on for a while, and I think I've come up with the answer actually. The pyramids were built 4,000 years ago with precision that we couldn't even, you know, comprehend, with tools that were very bare minimum. You know, and they're perfectly straight, they're perfectly aligned to the stars and each other. And 4,000 years later, the door on my apartment isn't even straight. So yeah, aliens did it, obviously. What else? I also have noticed this, and this is because I've been watching Netflix a lot. Living in America, right, my accent is a fascination. Every English accent over here, people are just like, well, but they start using this in movies sometimes and it's not appropriate or true. Like, I noticed the other day that every ghost in every horror movie in America has an English accent. Doesn't matter where the ghost is from. The ghost could be from Alabama and they sound like this: get out of the house, jolly good. That's ridiculous. If ghosts were real, there'd be different types. There'd be redneck ghosts. That would be scary. Waking up in the middle of the night hearing, y'all need to get out. That's my Texas accent right there. Pick that up. Huh? But yeah, so that's one of the observations that I learned this summer. Like I said, I do live over here now. It's very different in the States. I don't know how your quarantine has been, but over here it got pretty bad for a while and stuff. But finally it started to ease up a little bit. And I went to Walmart the other day and I got a little freaked out. I got out of my car and I thought I saw a baby ghost, which freaked me out. Turns out it was a napkin. And it was windy as well, so it chased me all across the parking lot. I looked rather stupid. And I bumped into the greeter on the door. And he was like 87,000 years old, and I don't have a problem with old people working at Walmart, don't get me wrong. I think it's very, very humble that they do so. I just think it's kind of bad that Walmart puts them there as their last line of defense to stop you from stealing stuff. You know, I mean, it's stupid. Let me look at your receipt. Why? You can't read it. All I have to do is slightly run and I've got away. This particular guy, he only had one arm, which is not funny, you know. But then he had a badge on his shirt that said, "Ask me where it is." So I asked him where his arm was. And now no longer welcome at Walmart. Thank you, pandemic. What else? I've been traveling a lot for the last 18 years all across the States. I get to see a lot of different people. I was up in the Dakotas this time last year. Let me explain this to you. You've got North Dakota, South Dakota. North Dakota borders on the line with Canada, and it's very cold up there. It can get up to like -15. and stuff like it's ridiculously cold up there. And they've divided the state. You've got North Dakota, South Dakota. Why you divide this land? Nobody cares. There's nothing. But what I did find out was the Dakotas actually have more nuclear weapons in those two states than any other state. And if one of them accidentally went off, nobody would be mad because for 5 minutes it'd be warm. So that's the Dakotas. Living down here in Texas is very different. It's very opposite. It's almost like a different country, you know, from up north to down here. And it gets very hot down here. It gets incredibly hot. And this kind of irritates me sometimes because it's not the weather that irritates me, it's the weathermen, the meteorologists that like, they have the easiest job ever. Once it hits July in Texas, it's going to be hot for 4 months. It's going to be over 100. You don't need to come out every day and tell me it's going to be 105. We get it. You just need to come out in July and go, it's going to be hot for 3 months. See you in October. Peace out. That's all they need to do. But what they try and do, they always try and make the weather interesting. Like, they have to talk about it. So they'll say stupid things like, it's 105, but it's gonna feel like 115. Well then it's 115! Don't tell me it's 105 if it feels like 115. If it feels like 115, just tell me it's gonna be 115. But when you tell me it's 105 and I go, oh, now I think it's hotter, maybe I feel like it's 115. Stop doing that, man. That's so stupid. Like, why would you do that, man? That's false hope. It's false hope. Just give me the fact, man. It's 105, but it's gonna shut up. All right, 105 it is. That's all I want. That's all I want. I went to Arkansas last year, traveling around. And here's another thing about people in America. They always make fun of the English people. You know, they say our food is bland. You know, which. I don't think it is. I think English food is awesome, especially chicken tikka masala, which is not English. But I love our food over here. But they're like some of the myths about the English. Like I was in Arkansas, and one dude, he said, I heard people from England have bad teeth. I said, how can you say that when you have a tooth? He didn't like that at all. And people always ask me silly questions about England and America. Like they always say, you know, oh, you're from England? Yeah. Had a friend that went over there in '78. His name was John. He had blonde hair. Shut up! No, I didn't know him. Or they'll say, have you met the Queen? What's the Queen like? Shut up. But they ask me these dumb questions. There's such this misconception of who we are. Like, they'll say things randomly, like they think because I have an accent, they have to speak slower for me to understand them. You know, like after the show, they'll be like, you were really funny. I'm like, yeah, I'm not stupid. You know, I once did a show and 2 women come up to me after the show. I swear this happened, and they said, man, you were awesome. I go, man, that's really cool. They go, yeah, we didn't understand a word of what you said, but it sounded cool. I'm like, man, I got this game. But there's so many different things that like people don't understand. Sometimes they'll catch themselves. They say the stupidest of things, like, yeah, man, I downloaded something on my iPhone. Do you have iPhones in England? Like, no, man, what's a phone? Of course we have an iPhone. But people just think that, you know, if it's outside of America, it's, you know, we're backwards. So there's an election going on, and pretty soon we're going to discover who the new president of the United States is going to be, which is interesting. Obviously, I'm not allowed to vote. But it's interesting. I don't really know how it's going to go. And people always, you know, there are people saying last 4 years were good, and then there are other people saying no, it wasn't. And you know, I don't know. I do think that I have a couple of policies that they could put into effect that would actually be really good, actually. So one of the biggest issues is immigration over here. I don't know if you know this, but well, you should know this. But America borders on Mexico. And what President Trump wanted to do was to build a wall all the way across the bottom of America to stop illegal immigrants coming into the States, and that was his solution, was if we build a wall, it will help with this problem. The problem with that is it costs like $2 billion to do this, and that's a lot of money to come up with to build a wall. I have a better solution. It's a lot cheaper. All you got to do is get the Mexicans drunk, wait till they pass out, put them on a Greyhound bus, take them up to Michigan, and then watch them run into Canada. Problem solved. A Greyhound bus ticket is $37 each. I mean, what's the most it's going to cost? I think that's a wonderful solution, or a money-saving solution to the problem. So where I live in Fort Worth, this is also because I live, you know, it's cowboys, cowboy hats, and you know, come on, all that stuff. The weather, there was a tornado here earlier this year. This is how they're mental over here. There's a tornado. Whenever I hear a tornado, I'm jumping in the bathtub. But like over here, they'll get outside and record it, man. Like they're on their phones, like, look at that, it's so cool. They're trippy, man, they really are. But they're like, just things socially are very different. They have police officers on bicycles. On a bicycle, like mountain bikes around here. I mean, how are you going to arrest me on a push bike? Where are you going to put me on the handlebars and stuff? I mean, it's pretty simple how to get away. All you got to do, run up a hill. You got him. They'll be like, stop, ching ching. If they have a little ching, time thing. I got pulled over, and I was in the car, and you know, I got pulled over by the cops once. There were 4 of us in the car. And I rolled down my window. Is that the right side? No, it's this. I don't know. It's because I'm doing this for. Let's just go with this. But that is the wrong. No wonder he pulled me over. You know, actually, I just thought of something. That's actually a really good idea. You know, if you get pulled over by the police, just jump onto the passenger seat and wait. Just pretend you don't know what's going on, eh? Wait for him to come over and. Wind the window down, if it's an old car. Wind the window down. Can I help you? No, he left. Yeah. He wasn't wearing his seatbelt either, man. Yeah. I think that could work. If you are going to try it, don't mention my name. That would be awesome. Alright, well listen guys, I'm going to get out of here. You guys have been absolutely wonderful. I don't know that. But I hope things are going well for you. Stay safe. You know, and hopefully one day, you know, I'll be over in the UK and you can come see my comedy show. Peace out. Thank you.